What's good? This is JVB representing SPD, and that is sportsperdiem.com. Chicago Bears running back David Montgomery had a really good sophomore season last year, but the question is, how good will David Montgomery be in year 3? If you ask David Montgomery, he'll tell you he's going to be even better than he was last season. David Montgomery's come out and he's talked about how he feels like the media isn't respecting him. But David Montgomery's come out and he said he doesn't want to prove those people wrong. What he wants to do is prove himself right. And to me, he has every right to believe that. Now, with Tariq Cohen coming back from a torn ACL, and with the addition of not only Damian Williams in free agency, but also Khalil Herbert in the NFL draft, David Montgomery may not have as good of a season as he had last year just because of the volume. But like I've said before, I do believe that David Montgomery is still going to be the bell cow for the Chicago Bears. Yes, the Bears do have Damian Williams now, and I love the acquisition of Damian Williams. Tariq Cohen is coming back from injury, and I don't believe he's going to take a lot of rushes away from David Montgomery. What he is going to do is line up as a receiver a lot. He's going to probably take a lot of that volume away from David Montgomery, along with Khalil Herbert, along with Damian Williams, because all those guys can catch the football. But as far as being the bell cow for this Bears offense, I absolutely believe that David Montgomery can have an even better season than he did last year. But let's not forget that David Montgomery had to run behind a so-so offensive line for quite a while. Also, his quarterbacks were Mitch Trubisky and Nick Foles. The defenses, they ain't even worried about the quarterbacks. They only worried about David Montgomery in the backfield. But even with that said, week after week after week, the offensive line actually got a little bit better, specifically the interior line. But as the offensive line, week after week, continued to build the chemistry, you saw David Montgomery show up and he showed out. I won't compare the man to Derrick Henry, but last season and even the rookie season for David Montgomery, he showed that he loves contact. He shows not only does he love the contact, but he can get through the contact. And he has some speed to break away from the contact and get more yards. But as we got towards the end of the season last year, we saw David Montgomery eating. The man didn't have a rushing touchdown to damn near the end of the season last year. And he ended up with 8. And at this point, there was no doubt about it. The whole defense, the opposing defense's game plan was to stop 32. Their game plan was to stop David Montgomery. And nobody did. It didn't matter what the defenses tried. David Montgomery got his. So to think that the sophomore season was just a blimp in the radar because Tariq Cohen was out and they didn't have Damian Williams, you know, I can't say that. Now, do I believe that Damian Williams and Tariq Cohen and Khalil Herbert, they're going to impact the Bears team in a positive light? Hell yeah, I do. But that does not mean that David Montgomery cannot have an even better season than he had last year. Instead of getting 1,000 yards, maybe he's going to get 1,200 rushing yards. And instead of 8 rushing touchdowns, you know, maybe he has 12 this season. I said this when they acquired Damian Williams, but the Chicago Bears have a very strong backfield. And this is now with the addition of Khalil Herbert in the backfield. The Bears rushing attack, if the offensive line stays healthy, the Bears rushing attack should be pretty damn good. Barring any injuries, David Montgomery is going to be that running back to lead the way. David Montgomery, Damian Williams, that's the 1-2 punch right there. Tariq Cohen's going to be the gadget guy. He's going to be back there sometimes. He's going to probably be at the quarterback position sometimes in a wildcat. He's going to be out as a receiver a lot. Khalil Herbert's going to be sprinkled in there as well. But the main 2 guys is going to be David Montgomery leading the way and Damian Williams right behind him. So if you ask me if David Montgomery can have an even better season than he did last year, I'm going to tell you yes. But y'all let me know how y'all feel down in the comment section. Do you all believe that David Montgomery is going to have an even better season than he did last year? However you guys feel, let me know down below. But I'm out. Like the video and share the video. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, take it easy. God bless. Peace.